everybody, my name is Jo and this is Cotton and Fluff. Thank you for coming back again. Thank you for watching. If you're new, if you could subscribe, that would be amazing. I'm getting a little bit closer each time to getting to 1,000. I really would love to. Also, if you can give me a like or a dislike, whatever you think, and any comments you've got about today's vlog, just pop them down below, and I will link everything that I speak about today down below as well with links, so it's just very easy. So thank you. Got Maddie again today, having a cuddle on my lap because she likes to join in, don't you? So yeah, here's Maddie. So today I wanted to talk about what I've been up to, what I've been doing, what I've been making. First of all, what have I been making? So I've made another Margo pinafore. I will pop a picture up, a little video here. This was such a lovely fabric to work with. This is a needle cord, quite a lightweight needle cord, and this was from Penny's Fabrics over on Facebook. She does a fantastic range of fabrics and they are very good prices, and I have seen them elsewhere on the internet as well, a lot more expensive. So yeah, so definitely check Penny out and look in the albums and see if there's anything that you fancy. So yes, so I made another pinafore because I thought, well, perfect for this sort of weather because you can layer it up, and also, as I said, it's really nice to be able to wear get your nice woolly tights out and boots, and that just feels nice. And you can layer, so you could, they say, isn't it, to keep warm, it's just to keep layering up. So yeah, so I am very pleased with this one, and I've worn it a few times now. So yeah, I am really chuffed with that. So in my last video I spoke about some fabric, some patchwork fabric that I had purchased, and I said to you that I was going to have a go maybe making the hope dress out of it. Well, I did, and I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. It was a little bit tricky to cut. I'm not saying it's hard to cut, it's fine, but when you're cutting quite close to maybe where there's a join, you've obviously got the overlocking because all those patches are overlocked on the back. It's a little bit hard just to make it a little bit more stable, but I managed, and there wasn't any real problems. And actually I thought, is this a bit too summery for this time of year? Well, when I put it on, when I wear it, it's quite thick and it's got some weight to it, so you instantly feel warmer. It's got long sleeves. Of course you could put a jumper over the top or wear a nice cardigan, whatever you fancy, but it makes you feel nice because you've got that weight and you just feel a little bit more cozy. But what do you think? Do you think it's okay? Is it too much, or the patchwork? Does it work or not? I think it does, but I really would like your opinion and see what you think as well. And what fabric have you used to make your hope dress, if you have indeed made one? Love to see some pictures, because that's what I do like about the internet, is if I see a pattern that I like, what I tend to do now is I do a little bit of a search on Pinterest, on Instagram, and to look at some other versions of what other people have made and how they've made it, and it's just nice to get a different view on it, and it really makes you think about what would work for you, what do you need in your wardrobe, how could you use that with the pattern that you've just purchased. So so yes, I am very pleased with the hope dress, and I thought, right, I will make it again, and I might even do it in like a chambray, something like that. But at the moment I've got some other new patterns to try as well, so they're coming up. Then I decided that, I don't know about you, do you have a winter handbag and a summer handbag? The summer ones tend to be a little bit lighter, probably similar in size, but they're not sort of, haven't got that winter sort of feel to it. So I thought, right, I need to make another bag, because I've got my summer bag, which I've now put away, and then I've got a very small, well, a smallish leather, I think it's white stuff handbag, which is great, but you can't get an awful lot into it. Do you want to go down, Maddie? So I thought, okay, I love the Bestie bag, let me make it in another fabric. As you remember, I did make it in the vintage fabric, which has got the ducks and the kittens on, but I remember buying some fabric this one, this blue needle cord, and I hadn't used it for anything, so I thought this would be perfect for a Bestie bag. There we go. I just love the print, and I thought, right, to break it up, I popped a pink zip on as well. So yeah, that's fun. And then inside, I've got some navy cord as well. So that's, and then you've got your pockets inside, of course you have. So yeah, but I might even try. I haven't made the big one yet. I'm deciding whether or not to have a go at the big one. I might do, because it doesn't use an awful lot of fabric. So, but oh, look at the clash. But hey, yeah, I'm really pleased with that, and I'm going to be transferring over my bits this afternoon into that one so that I can use it. Obviously not much good in the wet, but I just have to be extra careful with that. Right, what else have I been doing apart from, I'm sorry, I'm looking at a list because I've got lots of things I need to tell you. I went ahead and made the Faye blouse. I've done it before, and I thought I want something that's a little bit heavier, a little bit more of a warmer weight. So I remembered I had a remnant of some green sort of linen-y, but it was a linen mix, and I'm not sure what else is in there, but it did have a little bit of weight to it, a bit of substance. So I thought, right, let me try it with the Faye pattern, and I did, and I'm really pleased with it. I'll pop it over in a video here. It's such a lovely easy sew, and as with all her videos and patterns, Tammy Handmade is brilliant. So helpful, especially if you are a beginner and you're starting out and you're dipping into looking at different patterns. She makes some lovely wardrobe staples, and so I think they are a really good company to use as you're starting your sewing journey. Obviously we have got Tilly and the Buttons, who I'm sure you all know. Tilly and the Buttons provide patterns that are specially designed for beginners or confident beginners, with supporting information in the instructions, which are fully comprehensive, and they've got everything in there you need. Again, more of your core wardrobe staples that you're going to need. So you've got your bottoms, you've got your Winnie trousers, and then you've got skirts, pinafores, dungarees, everything. So if you are new, look at Tilly and the Buttons and Tammy Handmade. But yeah, so I am going to make another Faye blouse when I get some other fabric. I'm trying to think what to do with the next one. I'm trying to be conscious of what I've got in my wardrobe and what I haven't. What do I need in there? Because I lost a lot of weight, a lot of my clothes from last year are much too big, so I'm having to remake. I can't afford to go out and just splurge on clothes that are going to fit me from a high street store, and I don't really want to do that either. I would much rather make them myself, so, and I know exactly how they're made and how long they're going to last, and I can repair them, whatever. So that's why I have gone ahead and as I started on my sewing journey, I didn't think I would have got this far so quickly, and I think it's from all the inspiration, support and tutorials online and the help from fellow sewists that has helped me get to this stage. So if you are a beginner, you're just starting out with your sewing machine and getting used to it, persevere, but have fun. Use anything to practice on: duvet covers, sheets, charity shop finds. Have a go, because there is so much joy you can get out of sewing. If there's a problem, if anything goes wrong, if you have a fail, it's not a fail. As I say, it's a learning point, and you will learn and you won't make that mistake again. So yeah, I think you've just got to think about what you'd like to do and focus on the end result. But along your journey, you're going to be picking up different skills, and the more you do them, the more repetitive you will get to know them, and it will start to become sort of a muscle memory, such as doing your hems, and you'll have your own style of doing it, and you'll soon learn as well what fabric you love working with, whether that's stretch or whether it's a quilting cotton, anything like that. So please keep going and have fun, enjoy your journey, because that's what I'm doing and I'm loving every minute. Talking of support from friends, family and other sewists, I also have joined a virtual sewing social, and it's called It's So Virtual, and it's with Alison Martin from Sew Like Dotty. I'm just going to look on my piece of paper here. I thought, oh, I don't know, I've never done a virtual sewing session, and I wasn't sure what to expect. But what have I been waiting for? Why haven't I done this sooner? You know, why have I not done it? It was a fantastic session. So I did it on in the morning. I think it was for a couple of hours, and it was lovely. I brought my laptop outside into the studio and did it that way. I think you can use your phone, you could use your tablet, whatever you've got. And it was such a lovely couple of hours in the morning and talking to other people, and it was great to listen to what they're doing. Maybe they're working on a pattern, maybe they found a bargain somewhere, maybe they've got some fabric that, you know, that they want to talk about. It's really nice, and it's like a comforting hug. It's 2 hours. You haven't got to take a sewing project along with you. You could just sit and chat, or you can just sit there and just listen to everybody. Don't feel that you have to interact if you don't want to at the early stage. Always just think, okay, because you've got to enjoy it, and you will, because you'll meet lots of other sewers as well. And it's really, and Alison from Sew Like Dotty, she's lovely, such a lovely lady, and I really enjoyed those 2 hours last week. In actual fact, I've booked up again to go again this Wednesday morning, so I'm really looking forward to that. So that's cool. Right, what else do I want to talk about? So while I've been doing my bits and pieces of sewing, and I've got my sewing studio is set up, I've got my sewing machine, and then the next desk I've got my overlocker. I've just got just a small old chair next to my overlocker, but it's quite hard. So when I've been sitting on my nice soft comfy sewing chair, and then I get up and I sit on my other one, it's lower and it's hard. So I thought, I know, I'm going to make a cushion. So I did. So I made, look at this fun thing. This is some other vintage fabric I got. So I made this just to go on my chair, and it's lovely, and got a bit of gingham on the back. So yeah, so I did that, and actually I was sewing this button on in the last sewing social, so virtual. So yeah, so I have done that, and that was nice, just to have a bit of a change from following a pattern, just going rogue and doing your own thing. So talking of fabric, there's a couple of new pieces that have come into the sewing studio recently, so I wanted to show you them. So this one is just a lovely lightweight, fairly lightweight cotton, and this was from Becky's Sewing Studio, who is very sadly closing down, and she had a sale on of her fabric. So I picked up this piece because I thought it was gorgeous. Not sure what to make of it make with it at the moment. I think I've got about 3 meters there, so I've got quite a bit, but it is very lightweight. So yeah, I need to have a think, because it is very pretty, because you've got little blue flowers on top of the burgundy, and I do like that. Now my next fabric I absolutely love. Didn't intend on buying anything, but I saw it, and yeah, so later comes this, and I really like this. It's called Firefly, and right way, that way, can you see? I'll just bring it a little bit closer so you can see it there. I don't know why my camera's zooming everywhere. And I just think it is the most beautiful fabric I've ever seen. I love all those colours. Come on then, I need your help. What shall I make with this? So I've got 2.5 meters here, and I just think it's gorgeous. Do I make a dress? Do I do another hope dress? I don't think trousers, but what do you think? I want something that's really going to show off this pattern, because I think it's absolutely amazing. Sorry, I won't keep going on about it, but it's just nice. Yeah, so I picked that up from Rainbow Fabrics, and it wasn't expensive at all, and it's just cotton. There's no stretch, nothing in it, just a woven fabric. So yeah, so I need to think about that. They've all been washed and dried and ironed, ready to go into my stash, but I would like to get a plan in place for that gorgeous fabric from Rainbow Fabrics. So what am I going to be doing coming up? So I wanted to try and challenge myself a bit. So I spotted on I think it pinged into my inbox, another pattern release from Matchy Matchy Sewing Club. As you know, I do like them, and I've used a few of their patterns before. Anyway, I spotted one called the Pin Tuck Poet Blouse, and I'm going to make this. What do you think of this? I think it's so pretty. So it isn't ultra long, but not only are you going to be doing your ruffles, you're going to be doing some pleats. Now that's an area I haven't really worked in, so I thought, well, yes, why not? Let's give it a go, because they actually call this one intermediate. Am I intermediate? Well, we'll find out, won't we? So what it says is, where's my glasses, so I can read it properly. So the Pin Tuck Poet Blouse is a romantic floaty top with plenty of volume to add a touch of drama and a whole lot of charm, designed with a soft boxy silhouette and a gathered peplum hem. It's both relaxed and thoughtfully detailed. Long puff sleeves are finished with 2 stitched pin tucks near the cuff, creating a soft billow effect. And then the peplum echoes the detail with 2 pin tucks of its own, adding subtle dimension. Whether you're dressing it up or just wearing it with your favourite jeans, the Pin Tuck Poet Blouse brings a soft-spoken drama to any outfit. And I just thought, and it just says to use a light to medium weight fabric. Notions, you just need your thread, there's a little bit of elastic, but they even give you a measure for the elastic you need to cut. Because I don't know about you, if you're doing elastic, you know, for your wrist or for your arm, I always think, okay, so I sort of do it around and I think, yeah, so it's going to be that, but then I'm going to have to stretch it. And sometimes I think because the elastic is quite narrow, now when you've got wider elastic, I tend to overlap them and do a zigzag and then go across, and so it's definitely fixed. But when it's a small, it's quite a narrow elastic, how do you join your 2 ends together? Because it is quite hard. I mean, I've tried, I mean, I can do it using, because it is quite small. When you put one small piece of elastic on top of the other one, it tends to get eaten by your machine. So I have used some tearaway interfacing, and I've used that. Or is there any other way I could finish it and make sure it's got a safe, secure join? I don't really want to tie a knot in it. I know that would get lost in the gathers, but I would rather sew something. But as I say, I'm not sure, and I just wanted to ask you. I have seen some people, they put fabric around it as well, but because it's so narrow, I wasn't sure. But yeah, just let me know, that would be really handy, thank you. But yeah, so they do tell you what length you need to use as well. And on the back of it, so on the back you've got 2 ties as well. So I thought I might do those, and maybe have the bodice in a different colour, and then the other colour, and then do contrasting colour for the bows as well on the ties. So yeah, and as I say, they're size inclusive as well with Matchy Matchy. Let me see what sizes it is. I should have checked this out first of all. So it goes for, now Matchy Matchy, they do theirs in the like XXL or triple XL. They do it like that. So they do an extra small finished garment measurements. So that's going to so the small is like a 31 to 32 chest, and then it goes up to a 6XL, which is a 62 to 64 inch chest, and with a waist of either 24 to 25 going up to 56 by 57, and the hips 34 to 35 and going up to a 65 67. So you've got a pretty good size range there, so I'm hoping that that will be okay for everybody. So I thought, well, I'm going to have a go at that one. So watch this space. I will definitely I will definitely show it you on my next video. So how is everybody feeling at the moment? How are you feeling with the seasons changing and the changing weather temperatures and our weather extremes? You don't really know what you're doing, do you? And it's a little bit, I'm like, today the sun's out, there's blue sky, and it's cold. Now I think that is the perfect autumn wintry day, because you've got it's just nice and crisp and you can wrap up and you're not going to get wet as well. I think this week the weather is going to we're going to be below average on temperatures as well, so it is going to be quite a chilly week. But I like that, because also then in the evening you can snuggle up on the sofa, and I've got some, have you got any throws that you just pop over your legs in the evening when you're sat on the sofa? I always love doing that. It's just nice to be able to, I know it's getting dark and we don't get an awful lot of sunshine, so we try and make most of what we get, but it is nice to draw those curtains, close the blinds, your side table lamp on, and you just sit down and either chill with your family, your friends, or watch TV or do whatever. I'm still thinking about what to do in the evenings when I'm not doing admin-y stuff for this. And I'm thinking about doing a little bit of hand embroidery again, because I haven't done it for a little while, and I did do it. And I think the last time I was doing hand embroidery was when I was embroidering the faces on all my woodland animals, which do need to find a home. So I am going to start advertising those, because I've got a huge box of them, and it seems a shame that they're all packed away. They're all packed away securely, but yeah, so I've got quite a few homes I need to find, so I will maybe pop a link on here to where you can have a look at them if you'd like to. So I think that is it for this week. Oh, one more thing is Penny's fabric, where this fabric comes from, and a lot of my fabric. She has been doing some fantastic offers on some fleece. Now I wasn't looking for fleece, but I saw this and it was a fab price. I love the design, and so I have ordered some fabric. I've ordered 2.5 meters of some fleece. Now I'm not sure on thickness, on how it's going to handle until it comes, but what I would like to do is be able to make either a hoodie. I don't want to make just a sweatshirt. I want to do something around the neck. Now I have seen there's a pogo knit top by Friday Pattern Company. I didn't know about that one. Can anybody give me any experience advice on that? What did you think of it? Was it easy to sew up? Because I wouldn't mind trying that, but I would like to know roughly what I'm going to be looking at. Is it something to leave until maybe next year, or is it something I need to really work at, as there are lots of tricky things? I'm not sure. And the only other thing with that one, the pogo knit, you have got the elastic around the bottom, around the hem, and I'm not sure I want that. I think I'd rather have had a drawstring, so I could pull it in if I want to, or I could let it out. So jury's out on that. So, or if you can think of a pattern, a hoodie pattern, or one similar to the pogo knit, could you let me know, and perhaps I can have a go at that one. That would be lovely. Yeah, so thank you so much. So that is some more fabric that I will show you next time, because it hasn't arrived yet. So I think that is it for today. I can't think of anything else, but thank you for watching through to the end today. As I said, it means a lot. It really does. And I just love it that people are looking at what I'm making, and that gives me such a boost. It really does. And we all need a boost at the moment. So please come back next time. If you ping the bell, if you click on the bell, it's an alert, and it will just let you know when I've posted a new video. If you want to set a reminder, you don't have to, but just in case. But anyway, you take care, have a fantastic week, enjoy your sewing if you can, and take care. See you soon. Bye.